Hey, what's up everybody? This is Dayron, Lagree Senior Master Teacher Trainer. And today I want to take you through a quick 15-minute core and oblique workout on the Megaformer. So we're going to start today off making sure we have on one yellow spring, and we're going to be on the front of the machine doing the elbow plank starting off. So elbows on the platform, toes on the carriage. Here we go, let's begin. So again, we are in that elbow plank. Ideally, we are on our elbows and our toes, with the knees all the way together and the toes all the way together. However, if we need to modify, we can separate the knees and toes for better core stability. We can even drop the knees down to the carriage. Either way, we are all in that same great form, nice and hollow in that stomach, scooping it out, squeezing that navel in nice and tight, keeping the shoulders relaxed, away from the ears and directly over the elbows with the gaze slightly forward, maintaining that neutral spine. We're breathing in through the nose deep, holding for 2 seconds, out of the mouth slow, repeat. Again, making sure the shoulders do not shrug near the ears, but pressing them down towards the heels and finding that focal point. Something slightly ahead of us to make sure there's no strain on the neck or traps. We want to maintain that neutral spine. Now we're down to our last 8 seconds. We're going to drop the knees and take this into the body saw. And 5, 4, 3, 2, knees are down. Now we're in that modified elbow plank, and from here, we're going to slowly begin to rock the shoulders back as far as we can, reaching towards that back platform. And slowly squeezing back in with the lats, finishing with the shoulders stopping directly over the elbows, maybe stopping slightly before. That way we maintain that great core engagement. From here, again, we're rocking back, making sure the form remains intact. Hollow stomach, relaxed shoulders. So as we extend away, we do not want the hips to sink down into the well. And as we squeeze back in, we don't want the shoulders to pass over the elbows, and we don't want those shoulders to shrug at all. Maintaining that perfect long neck, keeping the hips level with the shoulders throughout our range of motion. Now we have 15 more seconds. We're gonna bring the shoulders directly over the elbows again, and we're gonna take this into kneeling crunches. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, shoulders over elbows. Now slowly bringing the knees in towards the elbows. As we do so, beginning to round the back, tucking the head into the chest, going into a fetal position. Exhale, tight squeeze in the center abs. And slowly extending right back out, finishing hips level with the shoulders and the eyes up. But as we begin to crunch in again, the gaze will return back towards the knees, getting that stomach super hollow, that back super round, trying to get in so tight that the carriage lightly taps to the platform, making sure we're breathing out when we get that tap for maximum crunch in the center abs. Let's also make sure we are aware of those shoulders. They are still relaxed, away from the ears and directly over the elbows the entire time. Now we're down to our last 15 seconds. We're gonna stay out in the elbow plank, and we're gonna take this into up downs. We're doing it in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, stop in the plank. Now we're gonna rise up, one hand at a time. Drop back down, one elbow at a time. Repeat, up, up, down, down. Up, up, down, down. This can be done from your knees. It can be done from your toes. Either way, we want to make sure we lock the hips in place. We don't want them swaying. If necessary, we can separate the knees and work from there for better core stability to help keep the hips perfectly still. Then the stomach remaining hollow. So as we drop down to the elbows, the hips aren't falling into the well. As we rise back to the palms, there's no knee tuck or butt lift. Shoulders are still relaxed, neck still nice and long, and making sure we alternate every time down. If the left elbow drops first, on the next one, the right elbow will drop first. Now we have 10 more seconds. We're gonna take this into a side plank. We're gonna be facing the left on our right oblique. In 5, 4, 3, 2, right forearm down. We're stacking the knees up on top of each other, and we're holding it in this position. From here, we want to make sure the right shoulder is directly over the right elbow. The right shoulder is relaxed and away from the ear. Our head in the neutral position as if we were standing up looking straight forward, so making sure we're not tilting the head to either side. And the hips are up nice and high, squeezing tight in that right oblique. Now we're down to our last 5 seconds, and from here we're going to slowly begin to thread the needle. And 3, 2, slowly twist through, taking your left hand underneath your right armpit, Getting the chest and shoulders square to the platform beneath us, and then slowly reaching right back up for the ceiling. The entire time we're going super slow, keeping the hips high the whole time, never losing it. We have 10 more seconds. We're gonna pop up to our hands and take this into the twisted wheelbarrow. And 4, 3, 2, we're up to our hands. Our hips are still open to the same position. Our right knee only touching the carriage to maximize the work in the right oblique. And from here, we're pressing through the palms, extending the carriage away, reaching for that back platform. Then we're slowly squeezing in with the lats, triceps, and right side oblique. So again, we're making sure our hips are opened up towards the left, but we want to make sure the chest and shoulders remain perfectly square to the platform beneath us, making sure we're not favoring either shoulder. Shoulders are relaxed, arms are straight, holding on to the platform handles, making sure the knuckles are pointed down to the ground, that neck nice and long. If any of those things change when you rock back, simply cut your range of motion. You don't have to reach super far to make sure that that right oblique works. 1 inch, and it definitely will. Now we have 8 more seconds. We're gonna bring the shoulders over wrist, and we're gonna go modified. Dancing bear in 4, 3, 2, shoulders over wrist, stop. Now slowly bringing both knees in towards your left wrist, crunching your right oblique. Then slowly extending it right back out from there. So again, on our knees will be the modification. If you prefer to advance it, you can pop one up to your toes and do the same thing. No matter how you're doing it, the same muscles are active. Pulling the carriage in by crunching exclusively with our right oblique. Not the quads, not the hip flexors, and definitely not momentum. That right oblique exclusively. Sending the carriage away, breathing in through the nose, bringing the carriage and crunching with that right oblique, breathing out of the mouth. Making sure that when the legs extend away, the hips are not sinking down into that well. If we want to add a little addition to that crunch, we can lift the hips up a little bit higher, just a touch. But we have 5 more seconds. We're popping up to the high handles, and we're going to the twister. In 3, 2, let's climb on up. Our hands are now on the parallel handles. Our hips are still open up towards the street, right foot underneath the left. Then extending the carriage away and piking up. Squeezing nice and tight in the right oblique, stopping with our feet underneath the waistline. And slowly extending it right back out from there. The same rules apply as the previous moves. Making sure our chest and shoulders are perfectly square to the platform beneath us. Shoulders are relaxed, arms are straight, knuckles are pointed down, making sure that when we send the feet out, the hips are not dropping towards the floor. Finishing at hollow 45-degree angle from shoulders, hips, knees to ankles, and then piking it right back up from there. Now we're down to our last 15 seconds. We're gonna stay on these parallel handles. We're gonna uncross the feet and get square and take this into the catfish. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, uncross, get square. Now our toes are at the very edge of the carriage. We're up on our tippy toes and our knees are slightly bent, and we have a perfectly flat tabletop back. And from here, we're gonna send the toes away. I'd say maybe about 12 to 14 inches, so not too far. Then slowly crunching back in, pulling with our low abs. So in this move, we're never extending the legs out so far to where the hips drop. We stay in that tabletop position the entire time. The shoulders are over the wrists. Unless you want to make it a bit more challenging, you can rock the shoulders back behind the wrists and work the move from there. But if you take that option, make sure you maintain that alignment. The shoulders do not move back and forth with the carriage. We keep them in the same spot. Now we have 15 more seconds, and we're gonna take it into the twister on the left side. So we're gonna begin to work on that left oblique in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, here we go. So hands stay right here. Now we take our left foot underneath our right. Again, sending the legs away, finishing with that 45-degree angle. Shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles. Then piking back up. Squeezing nice and tight in that left oblique. Again, making sure the chest and shoulders remain square. The arms are straight, the knuckles are pointed down, making sure we don't have any creases in our wrists. We don't want to hurt them. Knuckles pointed to the ground, maybe put the thumbs on top of the bar if necessary to help you get in that position. Then as we pull the carriage forward, making sure we're focusing exclusively on pulling with the left oblique to bring that carriage in. Again, we want to take our quads, hip flexors, our legs, period, out of the equation. They are just the anchor for that carriage to move. Now we have 10 more seconds. We're going to carefully calm down, and we're going to take it back into that dancing bear. In 5, 4, 3, 2, let's carefully come on down. Our hands are now on the side platform handles. Our hips are up level with the shoulders, and from here again, slowly bringing the knees in, underneath the waistline, crunch nice and tight in the left oblique. As I said earlier, if you wanted to modify this move, it can be done from your knees, tucking them in from there. But if we want to advance it, we're staying up on our toes, but either way, we are still making sure the left oblique pulls that carriage in. Not our quads, not our hip flexors, and definitely not momentum. That's slow, 6 to 8 count. Breathing out of the mouth to bring the carriage in. That's slow, 6 to 8 count, in through the nose as we send it right back out. Now we have 15 seconds. We're gonna drop the knees down, and we're gonna go for that twisted wheelbarrow. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go, knees are down. Our hips are still open to the same position. And from here, rocking the shoulders back as far as we can reach, and then slowly squeezing in. Lats, triceps, and left side oblique. Our hips are open now to the right side, but we're still making sure that our chest and shoulders are perfectly square to the platform beneath us, making sure we never favor either shoulder. Arms are relaxed, shoulders are relaxed, arms are nice and straight, knuckles are pointed down. Hollow left oblique, not allowing those hips to sink as we push away. Shoulders to shrug or arms to bend. Remember, if necessary, just simply cut your range of motion. And you will feel the left oblique work, but you will also maintain that proper form. Now we have 10 more seconds. We're gonna come in and take this into that side plank. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, here we go. Our left forearm is down. Our knees stacked up on top of each other. And if you want, that right hand up in the air. Again, knees or toes optional either way. We all have that same form. Left shoulder directly over that left elbow. Left shoulder relaxed and away from your ear, maintaining that long neck, making sure we have that neutral spine position, as if we were standing up, looking straight forward, never tilting the head to either side. Hips are staying up nice and high, squeezing nice and tight in that left oblique. Now we're down to our last 5 seconds, and like before, we're gonna thread that needle in 3, 2, here we go, slowly twisting through, getting chest and shoulders perfectly square to that platform beneath us, and slowly twisting right back out, reaching up for the ceiling. And repeat, the whole time going nice and slow and keeping those hips high, never allowing them to drop. We have 8 more seconds. We're gonna drop both elbows down, square the body, and we're gonna go for the inchworm. In 3, 2, here we go, both elbows are down. So from here, we're in a modified elbow plank. Step 1 is the elbow plank. Step 2, we reach back into the body saw. Step 3, we come back to the elbow plank. Step 4, we tuck in for the kneeling crunch. Let's talk through that again. So again, step 1 is elbow plank, pause. Step 2, back to the body saw, pause. Step 3, back to the elbow plank, pause. And step 4, into the kneeling crunch, pause. The reason why we're pausing, we're trying not to create any momentum from the previous move to take us into the next one. Let the core work in the planks. Let the lats work in the saw. Back to the core, work in the plank, and center abs working into our crunch. Now we have 5 seconds. We're gonna finish out this circuit with the move I call the Cobra Strike. We have 4, 3, 2, we extend out. Now we wanna get the palms flat. So again, we start in the elbow plank, step 1. Step 2, we go back to the body saw. Step 3, we come back to the elbow plank. Step 4, now we lift up for that cobra. Repeat. So we slowly and lightly place those elbows down. Do not allow them to slam. Pause it here. Rock back. Maintaining that hollow position, not allowing those hips to drop. Pause here. Squeezing back in with the lats. Pause. Bang, there's that core engagement. and then that tricep work to rise up. If you were to need a modification for this one, this is one I like to coach. Create a little bit of momentum from the body so to help you lift the elbows. The very burst of speed will help you get the elbows up, but you slow down once they rise so you allow the triceps to work the rest of the way. Now let's hang tight. We're almost through this. We're down to our last 10 seconds. Let's finish off this rep. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. We're done. Great job, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that core and oblique workout. There's more to come. Make sure you like and subscribe and follow, and we'll keep you up to date on different Lagree workouts. Hope to see you again soon. Take care.